Hey guys, Boston Chris back again with another Ark Taming series video for Ark Survival Evolved, and today you have found the Ancient Featherlight video. That's right, there is a mod out for Ark Survival Evolved which allows you to ride a supersonic sized Featherlight. I'm going to show you how to get one. I'm going to show you what they do, what they don't do, and why you want to have one besides the cute factor. Let's check it out. All right, so we are back and we are on Ragnarok. My server here on Ragnarok, and we have simple spawners set up to have these creatures on the map. Now, these guys do spawn naturally on this map too if you don't have simple spawners. They will spawn in the castle area and the jungle area. But I have a max level one right there. And so just to go over where they spawn on other maps, on vanilla servers, they're in the jungle, the forest, and the mountain. On Valguero, you can find them on the snow forest and the snow plains. Ragnarok, Castle, and the Jungle Extinction, you can find them in the city and the desert mountain. Aberration, you will find them in the Bioluminant Cave and the Fertile Lands. And on Lost Island, you will find them on Redwoods and Desert Mountain, okay? So just remember, if your server or your map has any of those spots, then you should have this creature in your server. Much like regular Featherlights from Aberration, they eat the same foods. So I have the Z species, or plant species Z seed, and that's going to help me feed my new Featherlight, hopefully. Hopefully we don't die to a Therizinosaur or anything like that either. Now you will see that these guys are giant versions of a regular Featherlight. Alright, so we're going to just fall down here. And there's the Featherlight we want. We do have some little compies that want to come and investigate, and that's fine. Alright, now, once we find the Featherlight again, we simply just want to feed it the seeds, just like a normal Featherlight. And they literally act just like a Featherlight too, where they do not like to land. This is not the greatest area for it either. Because of the trees. I don't know where it went. Is that it right there? Alright, so unfortunately mine has bugged out, so we're gonna have to fly up to it with... That's not what I want to do. We will have to fly up to it with my... There's more bugs. Yeah? That sounds like a beehive. Actually. Right, so we're just gonna fly up to it with my suit. Or actually we can walk most of the way. Alright. There we go. Now we have set it. And it will fly off. So now we just have to keep track of it. So there is one thing that does not work with these guys, which is unfortunate. That would make them a little bit better creature, to be honest. But the creature is amazing, even with the broken, even with the thing that is broken. So the reason why it's doing that is because of the Binturong I have on my back, and is making his food value go really fast. It should help me tame him quicker. Alright, as soon as it's tamed, I will fly off with it and show you guys a lot about the creature. My server settings are 2.5 times. So obviously that's going to help tame it a little quicker. It's going to be 3 seeds. And then we can go ahead and get into the air with it. Alright, so here we are. We have our brand new Featherlight, okay? So now let's go over here and I will show you a little bit about this guy. The first thing you want to know is you do not want to fight with this creature ever. It does not do anything. It literally does nothing. Okay, it does have a bite right here. That's its only attack. Literally, its only attack is that bite. Alright, that's it. That's all it has. Or wait a minute. Apparently the right click also works. So it's a right click bite and a left click bite. And I guess the right click bite induces torpor as well. Let me make sure that's true. It does. So it will give off, like, the right bite, right side bite will do a little bit of torpor. Just a little bit, not much. Okay, alright, look, get off of me, bro. Just get off of me. So, basically, as a fighter, it's just not worth it. But everything else makes this creature amazing. I'm going to tell you what I mean. Alright, so if you open its inventory here, you will see that it has health, charge regen, food, weight, charge emission, and movement speed. It does not have stamina, and it does not have melee. So there's no way to add increased stamina or increased melee. What you get is what you get. Alright, when it comes to that. But that also means, you will notice in the upper right, I can literally get into the air and the stamina barely moves, okay? Like, literally I can fly forever. That's a really cool thing about this creature. It's literally will fly forever. I've never run out of stamina with one, okay? So what that means is you can essentially only pump in the stats that you want. And for me, I only want movement speed. Now, if you want a tank, you can get a tank as well, right? You can just put all of your points into health. But for me, I put every single point into movement speed all the time. All right, that's all I do. Movement speed, movement speed, movement speed. All right. So I have a couple of other of these creatures ready. I have both of these are shiny versions of the Ancient Featherlight, and if you do not have the shiny mod on your server yet, make sure you get it. These are 2 versions of the shinies. Okay. So I need to get him to land. Alright, there we go. And then we'll tell him to stop following. So these are 2 versions of the shiny. This is a spectral version, and this is a dazzling version. 2 of my favorite creatures that I have in the game. I love both of them. They're so super rare. Like, literally, I've never seen another one of either one. Okay? So, this is the spectral version, and this is the dazzling version of the creature. And you will see, I have pumped nothing but movement speed. 372% movement on this one. 372%. I have the same amount in both. That's so funny. But, yeah. So, that's what I'm doing with them. Now, if you want to put points into the charge emission range or the charge regen or charge capacity, it's just like a regular Featherlight. Charge capacity means how long you will stay on. Charge regen is how long it takes to regenerate when the light goes out. And charge emission range is how far the light reaches from the Featherlight. So if you want to have essentially a flying flashlight, then you can do that as well. Very, very cool creature that has lots of different things that you can do with it, okay? But what I want to show y'all is one thing that does not work, okay? There is the Featherlight primitive ancient Featherlight armor. Does not work on this mod. It does not work. It doesn't. You can see I cannot put it into the costume or the saddle spot. I can put it into the inventory, but it does nothing, okay? What that is supposed to do is it's supposed to give the creature increased armor And it's also supposed to make it so that a passenger can ride with you. Unfortunately, that does not work. So you can still ride it without the saddle or without the armor. As you can see, you can still ride it, but without that armor, the armor does not work. So without the armor, you cannot have a passenger. Okay, so much like a regular Featherlight, they are also breedable. Mate boost works on these guys. So if you have a creature flying with you, or a friend or something, that's the opposite sex, it will get mate boosting, which doesn't make much sense to me because really, honestly, they're not a fighter. I would not fight with these. It has all the normal glow features as a normal Featherlight. The cuddle animation looks like this. So you can just do that with the letter, with the C key. So cool. Yeah, so that's kind of a aesthetic feature. Preferred food, as I said, and as I showed you, is the plant species Z seed. When it is grown, though, like I believe they will eat berries, just like normal. Let's make sure. I'm pretty sure they do, though. Okay, so I lied. They will not eat those. I wonder if they'll eat meat. Let's find out. Or if it's just the seeds. Alright, so they will eat meat. Good. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, so again, I love this creature because I can just pump movement speed into it. And I can fly literally anywhere in seconds. I love it because I don't particularly care for teleporting. I think it takes some fun out of the game. So I definitely enjoy just throwing one of these out and then flying. Like, just look how fast this thing is. Super fast. It will help you tame because nothing will be able to catch up to you. However, you cannot shoot off the back of it. So much like the, you can't do what you can do with like a Desmodus or whatever by shooting off the back of it. You do not have that ability. As you can see, I am pushing for my gun and it's not working. So yeah, that's one of the drawbacks. Again, I feel like it's just an Uber. It's going to take you from one place to another. And it'll get you there quickly. And at nighttime, it can double as a flashlight as well. So that's also helpful. But yeah, I love the mod. I'm glad I found it, and it's one of my favorite creatures in the game, to be honest. I love the Ancient Featherlight. If you guys are just using the mod, let me know what you think about it. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, show it some love, and I will catch you down the road. Much love.